And good afternoon from Gaza and Israel. Very good news has come that yesterday, we have seen on 13th October 2025. It all started, when because of the Gaza peace plan, which is phase one, that has been completed yesterday. In the morning, the Hamas fighter absolutely armed themselves in uniform from the north of the Gaza Strip. It's seven of them, and with the hostages, and from the south, 13 of them, total 20. They came to a pre-designated area where the Red Cross vehicles were waiting with the workers of the Red Cross, the members of the Red Cross. They handed over 20 of them, and then they were brought in the Gaza Strip itself from the IDF, the temporary headquarters, which they have made it over there, and from there they were taken to Israel in helicopters. They landed in Tel Aviv, and the celebration started. There were, absolutely joyous meeting after 2 years in the hard prison. The life and death was there, that every day passing was very difficult. And these 20 of them who survived, actually in the last, they reached over there. And, this is brought a lot of happiness. Everyone was praying, they were yelling, they were, joy, there was sorrow, everything was there. And it also, I think, 28 bodies, the mortal remains, the remaining things has been handed over also in the Gaza Strip by the Hamas. At the same time, 38 buses from Ramallah, that is the West Bank, from their prison, carrying 250 Palestinian life sentence prisoners. Absolutely, they didn't have any hope that they will survive. They were left off. They were brought to the Gaza Strip, and some of them stayed into the West Bank, and they were handed over their kith and kin. 1,700 guardians who were detainees. These are detainees. They were not the prisoners. Even there were some of them were less than 18 years of age. They were released in the Gaza Strip, 1,700 of them, and they also met there. Again, in the Gaza Strip, there was a moment of joy. There was a moment of celebrations. People were reacting, and because of the ceasefire, which has stopped, and there was no firing, the people in the Gaza Strip who were displaced, including from the Gaza Strip, especially the Gaza city, they started moving back because number of times they have been, displaced. Actually, they had a very tough time. 2.5 lakh, the population of Gajan. More or less everyone, number of times they have gone south to north to center, and they were displaced, and the world has seen the horror. They have gone through, they have been living under the fire, the unprecedented fire which was there in Gaza. And the Gaza is, all we know, 41 kilometer by about 12 kilometer wide, approximately 400 square kilometer. It was a hell firing from the air. Missiles, the air strikes which are taking place, ground operations, and the Guardian had a very, very tough time. you know when we carry out second part of this, what exactly happened, what were the casualties, what are the casualties of Guardian, what is the malnutrition, how many people have got wounded, you will come to know the tragedy from both sides. And it started by Hamas. It is something which should not have been happened, but I do not know, the people, the mad people are there, the fanatic people are there. It is a proxy, the Iran's proxy in the form of 3H, which was there. It was unleashed on the Israelis, and the Israelis thereafter, they did, it was flattened. But you know it is a day of celebrations. 170 trucks entered in the Gaza Strip with the relief material in the first time, because people are malnourished over there. They are absolutely hungry, then nothing. So I think it is a very welcome sign, and every day, passing day, the things will happen. And I think some order will come into the Gaza Strip, the way things are planned. I have given this complete plan, what is there. So let's see how it works out to be. But the way forward is very, very challenging, because the phase two is very difficult when the Hamas has to be disarmed. So I will stop here. But sequel to this, I will just try to, on the eve of this, because it happened 7th October 2023 and 13th October before Diwali, this is a very good news. I will go through and just carry out, static analysis that will give you something insight what exactly happened and what we are heading for and what are the challenges are. Jai Hind.